this is for guys, for Brock Hoffman. This is my chance to show you how I look, how I've been working this offseason. Chuma Edoga, guys like that, guys who are Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn, Brooks, and guys like that. I'm getting a chance to show you, hey, here are some of the things that I've worked on. Do I look different? Is my body different? Am I more explosive? Can you see a significant change from one year to the next? Right? Of course, we know what it is for the rookies. This is
first week of school.
This is uber important for the rookies.
Right.
Just like from the simple point of getting in the huddle, hearing Dak Prescott call a call. Like, that's so important. Breaking the huddle, getting to the line of scrimmage, getting lined up, hearing an audible, like just hearing his cadence. Said, hot, hey, wide 80, wide. Hearing that is so paramount for the rookies, first year guys.
Well, good evening, everybody. What is going on? Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the Mailman, off for 3 days, and Primetime Phil is playing hooky. He is out sick again this evening. I don't know what's going on between Mark Holmes and Primetime Phil, and a lot of people I know, they are getting sick, allergy related. I don't know. But what's going on, everybody? I will be joined tonight by my partner here, Loyal Cowboy, and soon I will have another guest join us to talk NFL football, OTAs, whatever you want to talk about. Loyal Cowboy, what is going on, man?
What's good, everybody?
What's going on? Yo, Twiz, I got something for you, bro. Look at this. Look at this. I ain't playing games anymore. Look at that, Twiz. A little,
What's going on, Vinny?
let me see here. Here we go. I don't know if it's too bright. Nah, that's good. Look at that. Oh, my little Kelly Green action. I got my Kelly Greens. I got my new hat here, my Royal with my star logo. And then we have our gray. And then we have our black. So we have hats, people. If anybody wants them, email me at gametimebrian@gmail.com. I will be doing a raffle if we get to it. We're at $63. So we need $12 to do another raffle. If we see Chuck, if Chuck pops in here, Chuck is a winner from the other night. I still have his ticket. I also have an extra large. I picked this up. It's still got the tag on it. I'm going to give this away as well if anybody wants it. It's an extra large. It's a Pro Football Hall of Fame. There we go. Let's see here.
Yep. Hey, I'll be right back. I got to run upstairs real fast.
All right. It's a Pro Football Hall of Fame Lone Star Legends. And on the outside of the circle, it has all the people ending with DeMarcus Ware that are inducted into the Hall of Fame. So there it is. It is an XL. There's only one of them. So if anybody wins and they fit an XL, you're welcome to choose that as well. But there he is, Atlanta's own Coles Cowboys. What's going on, man? How you doing?
It's good, man. Just chilling, man.
Are we ready to talk exciting OTAs? We can talk
exciting as we can get, man.
Listen,
exciting as we can get.
Yeah, this is the dog days, Coles. I'm gonna lean. It was me and Phil that were supposed to have a show. He's ill, just like Mark is ill. Mark's recovering.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm used to going on. I always, I carve out a little spot at 8 o'clock, and I ask the people, I'm like, do you guys want me to have a show? You don't want me to have a show? Nah, have a show. Where are those Texas colors? Dude, so I guess I can get you this, but you don't want to wear a star. East Side? Come on now. Royal navy blue. I do have some royal blue coming, but yes, man. If you guys want a hat and you don't want to do a super chat, you can purchase them. Just email me, gametimebrian@gmail.com. But I got shirts as well. I got the white shirts. Hold on a sec.
I know one thing. East side, I
got the
don't want
white
to hear no
shirts.
excuses.
That's the front. That's the
Yeah, you
back.
got your merch. You got your merch out there.
If you guys want one of them, just email me, or if you win, you could pick it. So, what's going on, Patrick Foley? I got new hats, brother. So, what's up, Coles? How you doing, man?
What's up, man? I see you got your merch out.
Well, I don't. It's expensive as shit, is what it is. But no, I don't have a store or anything. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Just
See,
pride.
Yeah, here's the deal. Like, you go to spring, and eventually you'll, like, once you do it, spring doesn't have like quality like clothing or hats. This is all stitched. This is high end stuff. But it's costing me money, and with shipping, that's why I got to up the super chats.
Well, you're the mailman, so you could just deliver it yourself.
Yeah, I wish. Like, a lot of my people live in Texas. What's up, Niners, all damn day? I'll get to the chat in a minute. I'm welcoming my peeps here. So, Coles, what's your mindset right now? What is your mindset, with everything? And Loyal, after Coles is done, you could chime in. I want as in-depth a possible answer as you guys can get. Think out loud, if you will. What is your honest opinion regarding the the state of the Dallas Cowboys? Let's not forget, and I'll just give my statement out, and I'll get it out of the way. Then Coles, you can roll right into it. Let's not forget, we won a division last year. I understand we shit the bed, but again, we were the best team. And Drew, I don't see Drew in here. We were the best team last year in the NFC East, people. I know that's hard for people to understand. I know it took an epic collapse, but at the end of the day, we were the one. Regardless of playoff success or failure, we were the best team. Yep. So, knowing what we know with contracts, knowing what we know about now that we saw the draft, knowing what we know with Mozzie, Luke Scum, I want you to think out loud, brother. And while you're doing that, I texted you to get the fitted hats. All right. Thanks, Patrick. But yes, go ahead, Coles. I want to know your feeling going into OTAs. I'm not asking you for a friggin' prediction. We don't know shit yet. So,
no.
What do you think, man?
I mean, my feelings about it is, we all know that we're not going to, make those big splashes in the off season and stuff like that. But going to OTAs, it is a bummer, seeing the injury reports with Mozzie, and of course we got Luke Schoonmaker, but I would say to most fans, man, it's not freak out. It's not, be discouraged. Everything's not going to be perfect, in OTAs. Everything's not going to be perfect in training camp. We just got to ride this wave, man, and better the injuries now than, in the season. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking too much, flack on. I'm just riding the wave, see how things go, see what we got to look to in training camp, and go from there.
Yeah, and
exactly.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off of that, do you have concerns regarding contracts? Who do you think gets done? And then, like I said, then I'll go to you, Loyal. But who do you think gets done? Who do you think maybe doesn't get done right away? Obviously, we're talking big three here. I mean, and then go into the Trey Lance thing. I'm curious to see your opinion about Trey Lance.
Yeah, sad to say, I believe the contracts that's going to get taken care of is the two guys that sat out. That's how the Joneses work. They start getting things together to the players that sit out. They want to get them done. We have not ever had a player that sat out and didn't get paid. As far as, Emmett did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Zeke did it, and he wasn't even supposed to be getting paid yet. Like, he didn't even hit his 5th-year option. You know what I'm saying? And he got paid, big time paid. I believe that CD and Zeke gonna get paid, and then Dak will be the last guy waiting on a contract, which is crazy. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. They're gonna do that. As far as Trey Lance,
I'll get to the chat. Don't worry.
Yeah, I just want to see what Trey Lance is going to do. Now, obviously he won't be our starter this year, you know. But a lot of people want to say, yeah, we want to see what Trey Lance gonna do. Trey Lance can be our future. We gotta pay Trey Lance too. They didn't pick. They denied his 5th-year option, so he still got to be paid. And it's a guy that we not familiar with. You know, like we know Dak gonna give us those, you know, wins in the regular season. Everybody say that, but let's not forget. Dak really wasn't the only reason we lost in the playoffs last year. It was the defense. Not even Patrick Mahomes can get us back from 40 points. So for all
I
the people,
agree with you, man. I do.
yeah, I
And
mean, I'm in between on the whole thing. I
well,
don't care
listen,
who play quarterback. You know what I'm saying? As long as they win. But
all
to
right.
say that Dak is the only guy, the only reason we not moving forward.
Let's
If
see
you say
who's
that
our
now,
starting center.
yeah,
Twiz.
yeah. But yeah, as far as that, yeah. I'm just seeing. I just want to sit back and see. I mean, we gave him a 4th-round pick for Trey Lance, so I want to see what's up.
Yeah. Loyal, go ahead, buddy, and then I'll get to the chat.
Yeah.
I want to know you said, your feeling going into OTAs, contracts. Just remember, we are the current division champions. Okay,
Well,
we are.
there's a lot of change. There's a lot of change.
There's a lot of change every
Mike
year.
Zimmer coming in, taking over for Dan Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said before, it's going to depend on. I mean, offensively, I think we're good. I mean, despite having Zeke, I mean, last year running game wasn't a factor for us. So I think we're going to get a little better with our offensive line. I mean, there's going to be some growing pains with Guyton taking over for Tyron Smith, but I think we're good on offense. But the big question is how is our defense going to do? I mean, with, you know, Zimmer coming in, taking over for Dan Quinn, because a lot of these guys bought into Dan Quinn, you know, and he took a few of our guys with him to Washington. So that's going to be, you know, determine if we're going to be good or not, I think. Defensive tackle, that's still a question. That's still a big problem we had to stopping the run. How are we going to overcome that? That's going to be our big thing.
I hear you. And let me get to the chat real quick. Let me get to the chat. I know. I'm getting the Drew. I'm getting the Drew. And everybody, I'll put Coles' channel in the chat shortly. Madman, what's up, brother? Hope the trade changes numbers after the preseason. It is what it is. He's a backup quarterback, in my opinion. But we'll see about that. There's a lot of numbers that might change. I can't stand Overshown in 13, but whatever.
Yeah.
Brad Harris, what's up, my man? Twiz, what's up? Yo, all you Eagle people, I got multiple colors here, but look, come on now. Kelly Green with the Game Time Brian on it. Come on now. Don't say I don't do anything for you people. Don't say I don't do anything. I spent $400 in Eagle Green hats for you people. Come get some. Elena Walker, hey, sweetie, how are you? Jeff Lee, East Side. I know East Side. I'll have to work on that. We'll get the Navy with the red star. But, yeah, you really want to have the star? I made sure I went with Game Time Brian on the Eagle Green, not with the star logo. So, let's see who we got. Jeff Lee's in the house. What's up, Jeff? Vinny Hagan, my guy from Manahawkin. What's up, Vinny? Who else we got? I know I saw Drew in here. Yo, Drew. And I appreciate you giving us the division, but we them boys, we still want a division. And we'll get to that. Yeah, but you had to lose 6 out of 7, right? So
they still saying that they gave us the division.
The remnants of that team is still there, especially that defense. You're relying on rookies just like we're relying on rookies. You have I'd say, advantage Eagles on the offensive side of the ball. I would say advantage Dallas on the defensive side of the ball. It was last year, I'm just saying we're a better defense. Yeah, you guys may have a better defensive line or D tackles, should I say? I wouldn't even say defensive line. Yeah, I'll take your 2 D tackles over any 2 D tackles we got, but I'll take our edge rushers all day, every day. I'll take our linebackers all day, every day. I'll take our corners all day, every day. I'll take our safeties all day, every day. I know you got C.J. Gardner-Johnson. We're the ones that had a top 10 defense last year.
Hey, check this out. I don't even think they're gonna cook for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I
Well,
think
there's a lot of rumors on him. That's going to be Cooper DeJean's spot eventually. I think the Eagles did a hell of a job drafting, but again, they're rookies. Just like we can't
they don't know
count.
how to develop.
I know. Dirty Sanchez, what up? What up? We got Curtis is in the house. Mark Booth, ready for football because my fantasy baseball season is in the crapper. LOL. What's up, Mark? Thanks for stopping by. Patrick Foley, my man, what's going on? Niners all damn day. Bang, bang. Hey, listen, Niners all damn day. I need to know your opinion on Trey Lance because your flat-brimmed coach, Kyle, didn't have this guy ready to go. Now, I know a lot of it had to do with injuries, but when he came to Dallas, he was a mess with fundamentals. That's all they've been working with him. That's why you're seeing what you're seeing. Him throwing lasers all over the field because you're getting his footwork right. So I want to know from Niners all damn day, what the hell did you guys do to Trey Lance? Oh, and by the way, he just turned 25 or 24. He's a young man. Oh, 24 years old. He's a young man.
Yep.
So there's people that were drafted that are older than him. Matter of fact, our receiver, Ryan Flournoy, is 25. So what's up, the one and only Ron the Don? What's going on? Let me just get to the rest of the people, and then we'll get back into it here. Mark Booth, it's about who controls the other 10 guys in the huddle. Be a leader or leave. I like that. Oh, this is the one I wanted to get to. As an Eagle fan, I want Dak signed with Dallas ASAP. Drew, now, I want to defer to my guys over here. Why would any Eagle fan, Coles and Loyal, in no particular order, why would any Eagle fan want Dallas to remain as a starter? At the end of the day, unless they're playing the Eagles in the playoffs, then okay. But other than that, Dak owns the NFC East, head to head. Why would they want Dak to remain? I don't get it. Are you haters so much you just don't want us to win a Super Bowl?
That's what it is.
Even though we'll bust that ass usually at least once. We should have beat them both times last year, right, Laurel?
Yeah. We just had some. Terrence Steele had a meltdown, and Tyler Badish had a meltdown. That was the difference between last year's game. They beat us because we was beating them the whole entire game. But that fourth quarter, that last drive, we couldn't stop their blitz.
Thank you so much, sweetie. Noticed a 20K game drive. I'm sorry, I had to get super chat. You were eating hot chips for 600. Great job. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, I'm closing in on 21. It's just about putting the content out there. Thanks, Linda. But yes, and I'll put you in the hopper, sweetie. Go ahead, Loyal. I'm sorry, brother.
No, I was just saying that the main reason the Eagles beat us last year was because our offensive line. I mean, Terrence Steele got blown a couple of times, and Tyler Badish, and they sacked Dak like 2 times in a row.
And we'll talk about it. I mean, the chat wants to talk. Like, can you go there? Then
that was then. This is now. We got to look at what we got right now. Like I said, I just want to see these rookies we got, see how they fit in, and I want to see how our defense goes under Zimmer.
Yeah. And again, Drew, thank you for always showing up. I appreciate you, brother. But I'll say this, and it's always been the case, and I'm not trying to sound cocky because we haven't done shit in 29 years. So I'm not here to be cocky, but we don't worry about the Eagles. Now, I do more than most Cowboy fans. Why? Because I live here, but we don't worry about the Eagles really until we play you. Am I right, Coles? It's not like I'm not trying to be rude, but the sun doesn't rise and say, I'd rather play Eagles 10 out of 10 times than Niners all damn day, right? I mean, am I right with that? We normally beat the Eagles.
Right. I'm looking at the comments. I see Elena. I see Drew.
Elena coming spitting fire.
They all saying, please sign Dak. This is the funny thing. We could say, please keep Jalen Hurts, because there is a
I appreciate you too, Twist.
There is like a little mill for whatever, or record. Whenever a quarterback loses in the Super Bowl, they never go back. They never go back. They never win. I mean, we're not worried about Jalen Hurts taking y'all to the Super Bowl and winning. Y'all gonna stay one ring bandits. We're not worried about that. So keep on saying y'all don't care about that. That's fine. We know y'all ain't gonna do nothing either. Y'all always have great off seasons. They always have great
Coyote,
off
what's
seasons.
up? Still
You
getting
know
to
what I'm
whip
saying?
that game.
They always get the best players and all in the free agency. They drafting these big names that they relying on taking them to the Super Bowl, and they never do nothing. They choke up a 10-1 lead in the conference.
And that was a choke job, Drew. You
That was
know
a
it
big-
was. You did hand us it because we did everything we could to almost blow it. We did. That
I mean,
Detroit game was ugly.
Drew, we not even worried about y'all. That's
But
the
we're
funny
not.
thing about
That's
it.
the thing, Drew.
Like y'all
That's
the
the
last
thing.
team we care about. Like it's fun to beat y'all.
I wouldn't
Y'all
say
know y'all gonna
last,
lose.
but
You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. You know, we not worried about the Eagles. We got a lot of stuff.
There you go,
else.
Coyote. You're in the hopper, brother. Now I want to show. I want to show this. I'm not trying to be. I just pulled this picture up off of X. It was Pro Football Focus. So I want people to. I want everybody to check this out on Pro Football Focus. As soon as I find the damn picture, where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. Boom. Let me go to Pro. Let me go to. Yeah. Do you guys see that? I don't know if you see it. Top 10 NFC quarterbacks as voted by Pro Football Focus. Number 1, Dak Prescott. Number 2, Matthew Stafford. Number 3, Jalen Hurts. Very good. Number 4, Jordan Love. Number 5, Bang Bang. Number 6, the white Kirk Cousins. Number 7, Jared Goff. Number 8, Kyler Murray. Number 9, Geno Smith. And number 10, Caleb Williams.
That was Kyler Murray on there, and he hadn't even been played all year.
I'm just saying, that's Pro Football Focus. So there's I just thought it was hysterical because I wouldn't make Dak 1, nor would I make Caleb on that list. So I thought it was very, very, that was amusing to me. That was very amusing, to me. So I don't know what the hell that was about. So we own our division, JJ. Yeah, Dallas has a good team to win divisions. But what's up, Devil Dog? How are you, brother? I mean, all these fake stats. Again, you know what's not fake? We got 5. It's been a long ass time since we did anything, but we still got 5. So that's real.
Yeah.
So again, as much as I hate to say that, if Hamid's gonna say fake stats, I'm gonna just roll with. Listen, man. If it was that easy to win Super Bowls, teams would have 10 or 12 of them, let alone one. I'm not trying to be rude, but it's hard, people. Very hard to win, and I think the longer we go without winning, meaning the Cowboys, the harder it's going to get. Eagles, and I think we had everything lined up last year. That's just my opinion, but Cop Pizzle thinks we ran into a hornet's nest, and that's from I would say a outsider who's not emotional about it. He didn't give 2 shits about Dallas winning against Green Bay, but
right.
So V. Stradamus, the Eagles choked by losing 5 of their last 6 regular season games and 7 after the Cowboys only finished the season 1 game ahead. Let's let that sink in. V, you were 10-1, but that don't mean nothing. It's how you finish. It's how the locker room looked at your starting quarterback. Now, I'm not here to crap on Jalen. I think he has potential, but he wasn't good last year. He had 15 turnovers. He was a deer in the headlights at times when, like the stories that you hear from Jason Kelsey, if you listen to his podcast, where he would call out to protection and say, yo, the pressure's coming from this guy. Yet he would still not make the proper read. He would get rid of the ball. He would get happy feet. And I think Kellen will help him. It's funny because you say about the playoffs and choking. I think Kellen will help you in the regular season. He will help him. So playoffs.
He'll help him get 30 touchdowns. 30 passing touchdowns.
Yeah, I think he can.
I think they'll finally get that.
I like Jalen. That's the thing. That's the difference between me and Eagle fans. I actually like Jalen. I don't think he's better than Dak, but that's my opinion. I like him as a quarterback. I would not be upset if he was my quarterback. I think we could work with him, but you don't want him throwing. He threw 108 more times from the pocket last year, and you saw that it wasn't really good. So we'll see. I'm not alone in that theory, people. Don't. So we'll see. I think Kellen will help him. That was a good hire. A lot of people like to poo-poo it, but I think it was a good hire. What's up, Loyal? What's your opinion? You think that Kellen Moore was a good hire for Jalen Hurts?
I mean, Kellen Moore, you got to look at his career. He was a second-string quarterback. I mean, I think he'll help out a little bit, but I just think that he was handpicked by Jason Garrett. I still don't think he's really done enough to me to prove that he's a true offensive coordinator.
Well, yeah, and he doesn't interview well. He went back to his alma mater in Boise and did a horrible interview. Could not get the head coach of a college job. But Patrick says Niners might lose Debo and Ayuk, and if that happens, they're done. Well, Patrick, I already think that they're the loser in the Super Bowl. I think they take a slight step back. They're still going to be a playoff team, in my opinion, but maybe not. It's weird how it works when you lose a Super Bowl. Just ask the Eagles. That next year is usually rough. So, I mean, we'll see about the Niners, but I mean, Ayuk came out and said he wants $30 million a year.
Yeah.
So if he gets $30 million a year, we already talked about it. I think Debo gets released post June 1.
Yeah. They I don't think they're gonna keep those guys.
No.
I don't
Well, they're not going to be able to. Let's remember, they still got to pay their quarterback.
Exactly.
Are you going to go into another season, Coles?
I mean, the dude is what he's staying at his parents' house, ain't it? Or his or staying in an apartment with a roommate for crying out loud. He trying to get paid. Like he was the last draft pick. So they have to pay him. They went to the Super Bowl with him. They have to pay him.
Linda has a question. Is Kellen Moore better than Brian Johnson? I would say yes, Linda. Absolutely, 100%. He is. It's very interesting to see how he's going to call the plays for. It already seems to me, from what I'm gathering and people that I know that give me info, that they're working with the read option a lot, which is the right thing to do with Jalen. That's not a bad thing. If Jalen does read option, man, that's scary as a defense when you got a guy like Saquon Barkley back there. Now, the downside of that, Loyal, is what? Injuries to the quarterback if you're going to go out and run, right? I think that's how he is a great
Saquon's not a blocker. He's a good runner, but he can't block.
What I would say is a defense, Loyal, is just blow the quarterback up, because once you start playing that game, then he's fair game to just unload upon. If you're trying to play the game, hold on the ball, keep it. I would say, hey, listen, we may get beat big with a Saquon run, but just blow Jalen up. He's the game breaker at this point.
We're going to find out real fast in week 1 what Dallas is really about. I mean, if they can improve on stopping the run, then I'm convinced, okay, they could maybe make a run. Yeah. If they can't stop a run, then that's a different story.
I think we're in a pickle,
been our biggest
boys.
problem.
I think we're in a deep pickle, Loyal, with that schedule at the gate. They did not do us any favors.
Because you know what the Browns are going to do. They're going to run the ball. I guarantee you. They're going to run the ball.
We got to see how Chubb come out, too. I mean, who's their other running back? I know they got Chubb, but who's their back?
The Kareem Hunt, is he still there? Did he get traded? Or is he a free agent?
He's still there. No, I don't know about Kareem Hunt. I could look it up. Yeah. I don't think he's with them.
Linda, Saquon can't even play a full season, let alone his blocking.
Kareem Hunt, running back, he's a free agent. He says, so Kareem's on the market. Remember, they had the, what's his name, who's coming back from a severe ACL.
Yeah, that's Chubb. Yeah, Chubb is
Chubb won't be ready for game 1.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying that, and I'm like, Chubb not even going to be ready. So who's their other running back?
Well, that's people who don't know what the hell they're talking about. Ultra Cowboy, what's up? Oh, look at you getting ready with the sports podcast. Dude, I texted you back. I thought I was me and my wife are coming to Puerto Rico. Let me know. Why don't Pigeon fans go watch Crispy 500 and Joey Milkshakes? Oh, are they? Are they live? Joey Milkshakes.
Joey Milkshake. Y'all do leave my guy alone. I'm cool with you.
Joey Shakes. Elena Walker, don't try to start us talking to nobody. Who's talking injuries, Elena? I said when you run a read option, that's part of it. You know, I wouldn't want to do that too much. That's all. Asman, the Crown Royal tonight? No, actually, no. I went with a double shot of rum with some Diet Coke. That's where I'm at tonight. It's one of those nights. I've had a long day. Took a shower, freshened up. I'm kind of, in my chill mode right now. Dallas doesn't have the personnel to run the new defense. That's a fact. Drew, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
He don't know nothing about our team.
If you're talking about, look, again, Drew, I appreciate you, but if you're talking about not having the personnel, who the hell do you have playing linebacker that can play a 3-4? N'Kobe Dean's going to take on interior linemen? There's no way in hell. None. That's going to be scary. And don't listen to me. Listen to guys like Dan Inosilio, who's played NFL football, says Eagles don't have the personnel right now to play a 3-4 based on their linebackers. All right, yeah, I guess you're going to bring in a rookie 5th rounder, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., who runs a 5-0.
He said Devin White.
All right, Devin White.
Now y'all just name it. Y'all like the names.
Drew,
man.
Again, the upside there is huge, but he was literally let go. They said, no, thank you. We don't want you no more. He did not have a good year last year. He's hadn't had a good year in a few years.
Yeah, since 2020.
But upside is there. They didn't give him a lot of money, but you can't say he's the guy. So, Drew, this is what I'll make a deal with you, Drew. You tell me that you're just as bad prepared to play a 3-4 than we are to play a 4-3, which we played last year. The only thing we're doing different is asking less of our interior linemen. All they got to do is stop the run. They don't have to worry about getting pass rush. Why? Because we will employ a 3 linebacker scheme, and we will have it's more disguised with Mike Zimmer's defense. It's easier, and more of a disguise. Good luck, Jalen Hurts. You couldn't listen to Jason Kelsey when he told you where the pressure was coming from. Good luck with Mike Zimmer's defense, because you ain't going to know where it's coming from until it's too late. That's what I like about it. I don't know. That's just me.
I'm good on Devin White. Drew. That dude, what has he done in 3 years?
Good.
He hasn't done. All he got is a name. That dude ain't been doing nothing. He hasn't done nothing. Go on somewhere, man. But this is what they're not talking about, Brian.
What's that?
They all of a sudden think that offensive line just gonna stay going. They lost a big important piece on that offensive line, and that's Jason Kelsey. We gonna find out what y'all gonna do, because I know y'all not gonna be able to do no two.
Well, listen, I don't care what they say.
Yeah,
we know, right, guys?
I know. I ain't worried about them. That's why I'm not worried about the Eagles.
I'm not saying they're going to be bad, but it won't be Hall of Fame.
Oh, they're going to be struggling.
And I respect Hall of Fame. So
I respect their offensive line coach. I do. But y'all still had Jason Kelsey was a legend in Philadelphia, right?
Jason Kelsey was the man.
There it was. He was the reason why that tush push was working. Y'all think that all of a sudden, we're going to put this one guy in and we're going to be still? Nah, it don't work like that. It don't.
This is for you, Brad.
The meatloaf! Fuck!
Drew, you don't know if y'all offensive line better than ours, because y'all
Larry Woods, what's up, brother? No more tush push. Larry, this is what I'll say. I think they were running at like a 72% clip. I still think Eagles will be at the top of the league as far as 4th down conversions. They're still going to be good at it. That's not kidding ourselves.
What that legendary offensive line do after they played the 49ers and the Cowboys,
I like that, Drew. Soup sandwiches. Man, I want to watch a game with Drew. I bet you that's a fucking blast.
Elena, I don't have to hate on y'all team. Y'all are
Elena, it's all fun, isn't it? Again, what is Dallas doing? Cole's hating again.
I know
She's
they not
hating on you.
They not doing no more than we do.
What's up, Bobby? Wrong again on Barkley and not being a good. Oh no, he's a decent pass blocker. I don't know who said he
Okay, I
wasn't.
didn't say he wasn't bad. I just said, why would y'all rely on a guy that can't even finish the season?
Yeah, no, Bobby, I agree. He's actually decent, a pass protector. But I got news for you. You don't really want him in there pass protecting too much, right? You want him toting the rock for that money. We are going to see what happens in the first 7 games of the division. Glimmerman, I think we are up to our heads with tough games early on. But the good thing is, I don't think none of these teams are going to get out on us, guys. Loyal? No, he's young.
I gotta see him in pads. I want to see what they're about. I mean, we'll
I'm
find
talking
out.
about the other teams. Nobody's getting out.
The
on
other
anybody.
teams.
Nobody's getting out on us.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't
Come
know.
on
I
now.
mean, the Eagles, they're okay.
Be
I guess,
nice, Brad.
But they lost a big key, like Coles was saying.
Trey
when
Lance
they lost
Monday. Hurts will
Kelce.
suck even more than Kelsey gone. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Laurel. Go ahead, brother.
No, he just like he said. I mean, Kelsey is a huge blow for them, and their center is going to have to learn that position. I mean, he might be better, he might be worse. We don't know.
Yeah,
but that's going to be a big pair of shoes to fill for him.
I like how Drew. I thought you had a better offensive line last year, so okay. I think it's closer this year, but I would still pick the Eagles. He asks. Question: Who was the best? Who has the best O line now? Answer honestly, Drew. That's what I do. I'd take the Eagles right now. Absolutely, I would. But that doesn't mean
I'm saying,
anything.
He's trying to flex it out because he knows that what we're saying is true. He knows they're going
He's
to
holding
struggle
his breath. He
without
could be holding his
Jason
breath.
Kelce. That's what we call dodge. He want to go ahead and throw out what we got
Tyron.
going. Like, y'all had a better offensive line than us last year when y'all had all y'all guys. But y'all still lost the division. Y'all still choked.
Hamid just lighting into Parsons. Hamid. He ain't going nowhere. All right? Where he going to be is in the backfield lighting up number 1. That's where he going to be. Because, like the one, and that's actually, thanks, Hamid, because this is a good thing we could talk about. You know what I'm excited about Mike Zimmer, guys, is Mike Zimmer made a statement last week, okay? He basically called out Dan Quinn. He said teams like the Eagles took advantage of Micah. He goes, and there wasn't an answer. There were certain things. Listen, it's not rocket science, right? Shout out to the teams who schemed up and did certain things to Micah, but there is an answer, people. And Mike Zimmer says, we never made them pay for their way they just decided to play Micah. I will. Now, I think Coles and Loyal, whoever wants to talk about that, Loyal, don't you think that's good for the Cowboys that Mike Zimmer recognizes that teams were going after Micah and scheming him up and that there are answers to be had? I mean, Mike is the best defensive player not in the NFC East. I mean, I still like Myles Garrett, obviously. I still like TJ Watt, but I think Mike is top 5, right? Loyal? I mean, don't you think that's good that Zimmer's coming out saying, yo, we're going to make teams pay for the choices that they make?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was excited about that. We've been taking advantage of Mike on 1 sack wonder again. Now, Drew, come on now. You guys have been trying to recruit him for 2 years now. Mike is, I would say, top 3 in the league. And he's only getting better. Drew, you have to admit, the dude came out of Penn State. Nobody thought he could play edge rusher. He doesn't have an edge rusher body. He got a little bigger again this year. He runs a friggin' 4.45.
Well, y'all need to worry about kneeling. That's what I'm saying. I'm just telling y'all right now that I think kneeling's going to surprise a lot of people. A lot of people are thinking right now, Kneeling's a bum. He ain't going to do nothing. But
you guys tend to throw that word choke around pretty easily.
Watch when I say y'all got to worry about kneeling. Keep your eye, get your best lineman, get your lineman ready to block kneeling. Because I think he's going to be problems for y'all.
Yeah, well, I love it.
Everybody's going to be so set on blocking Micah Parsons, they're going to forget about him. But I think he's going to be good for us.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. Needham going to be. I'm ready to see how he's going to be.
Yeah, well, As
Just
man
watch.
says, bring
Just tell
Mozzie to
Dracula.
Pink's.
Just tell Dracula to get a guy over there to block kneeling.
Yep. Then we got D Law out there too, and I'm trying to see. We got to see what Sam Williams gonna do. See if Zimmer can
He's
come on
everybody.
the
Yeah, listen.
And don't forget
everybody's
about our
sleeping.
linebackers.
Oh, we got our linebackers are.
We might not have the best tackles in the league.
Nah, that's
but
our.
I think
that's obviously.
I think with the linebackers and that they're going to make up for that.
Get little man some Texans gear. Who's little man? Me?
He talking about my son.
Oh! There he is.
We don't touch those over there.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
We don't want to scare the kid. What's up, Crypto Keeper? Lee Side in the house. Devil Dog, do you think Mozzie will be an effective 3-tech? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'll let Coles answer this. What do you think about that? Do you think Mozzie? I'll answer that. Loyal? Do you want to answer?
I thought you talking about me.
Yeah,
What do I
Coles,
think
Loyal?
about Mozzie?
I don't care. I mean, either one. Doesn't matter.
I mean,
Open
I
forum.
think he'll be all right.
He'll
I
be
mean, I don't
okay.
think he's going to be our biggest threat, but
yeah.
I mean, I think with our linebackers back there, I think they're aware of that. They're not, expecting Mozzie to go out there and be Warren Sapp or anything like that.
But see, that's the thing. He's not going to be that type of guy, and that's what a lot of opposing fans like. I just don't get why they keep on trying to compare Mozzie or have Mozzie as a guy, as a defensive tackle that's going to make sacks, and he's not there for that. He's there to be a 1-tech or 0. You know what I'm saying? Nose tackle.
Definitely.
He's not there to make the big plays. He's not him and Jalen Carter are not comparable.
I agree, Linda.
You're right, Linda. All our players aren't going to come out and play good, but I think Nealon's going to be good for us. I do.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah,
I just got
Linda,
this gut
this is my
feeling
thing, Linda.
that I think Nealon's going to be one of those ones that people are going to be like, oh, he ain't worried about him. He's going to come out and they're going to be like, damn, who's that kid?
Right.
Well, this is my thing, Linda, and she brings up a good point. Dallas rookies are pretty good, but there's a learning curve. If you think all of your 6 draft picks are going to come in and play at the Pro Bowl level, you're in trouble. We don't need them to play.
We don't even have that mindset to think that our.
But again, when I talk to a lot of Eagle fans, Linda, they say, well, we got these corners, right?
Yep.
Yeah, cornerbacks are one of the hardest positions to come into the NFL and be dominant year one. Our secondary, is really good. It's just really good. I think we get blown out week 1 against Cleveland, but I can't wait to see what happens week 2 against the Saints because that's going to be a better match to test and see how rookies are going to go. Thank you so much, Patrick Foley. Thank you, my man. You get another ticket in the hopper.
We gotta have faith. I think we still kind of hurting from that Green Bay game to think that the first game out we're gonna get blown out. I believe we have just as much talent than the Browns do. And like we just talked earlier, they got injuries going on. They got a quarterback that hasn't been the same since 2019. They got a good offensive line. They got a good tight end, but we got good players too. Like we can't
Definite pause, Drew.
We can't be just saying they're gonna blow us out. Like Browns are the Browns. The Browns haven't won their own division forever. They've been forever since they won their own division. They're just as mid of a team as we are. So to say that they're gonna blow us out is crazy. Gotta have faith.
Listen, Deron Bland has played 2 years in the league, and he's got 14 interceptions. Drew.
Right.
So to say, again, Drew, any dynamic receiver can beat a corner. There's not many Deion Sanderses out there anymore. But between Deron Bland, his 14 interceptions, and let's see, Trayvon Diggs, we know he's a beast.
Yeah. He said that they cooked Bland.
Trayvon has had 18 interceptions in his 4-year career. 18. So 18 and 14. That's 32 interceptions in the last 4 years between 2 players. You don't got nobody on your team that could sniff their jocks at this point. So again, you can cook them. You got two great receivers, but week in, week out in this league, they gonna be good.
Well, why they ain't cooked them the whole game?
I know, but I'm
Devontae Smith got one touchdown.
I know.
That was a good pass by Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, again, playing trash teams. They didn't do that, Drew. They didn't do that last year against trash teams. This is the last 4 years. Yes, can Bland get beat? Of course, any corner get beat. You saw James Grabberry last year. He was grabbing left and right. He was horrendous. You saw big play Slay. Come on now. He gave up a lot of big plays. He lived up to his name. So, again, I'm being funny, but I'm not. If you're going to trash my guys who have the numbers and this, and the skins on the wall, then I got to come back at you, bro. Your schedule was trash. I get it. It was trash, and we won 12 games. We did what we were supposed to do. Our schedule was
trash 3 years in a row.
That's how it works when you win 12 games.
Our schedule was trash 3 years. Make it make sense. Man.
All right, I'm going to do something for the Eagle fans here. I'm going to read an article, and I want your guys' opinion. Jalen Carter working hard to be better than ever. Be better than last year. Eagles defensive tackle Jalen Carter played 563 snaps in 16 games last season as a rookie. Just remember, I had him as my number 1 overall player. So when Howie got him at number 9, it was an easy pick to make. But again, let's see, played 16 seasons or 16 games last year as a rookie, or 35.8 per game. Fletcher Cox's retirement will increase the number this season. The Cox actually led the Eagles in defensive snaps at 684, which is kind of interesting. To that end, Carter has spent the offseason working on his conditioning. He needs to, because he's going to be on the field even longer. That's how good of a player he is. Really, I'd like to be more conditioned than working on technique, because we got all year for technique stuff, yada, yada. So Carter finished second for Defensive Rookie of the Year after being the favorite at the midway point. He had 4 sacks, 7 quarterback hits, 5 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles in the first 8 games, but only 2 sacks, 2 quarterback hits, and 3 tackles for loss in the final 8. Kind of Micah Parsons-ish, where he kind of tails off, towards the end of the year. What's your guys' loyal? You go first. What's your opinion on Jalen Carter as a football player?
He had an okay year last year. I'm not gonna say he was a world beater, but hey, every player got goals. So, I'm not gonna say he's gonna be good. I don't know. I want to see him on the field. It's like I want to see our guys.
Yeah. Green Bay in Brazil. Twiz, that's a tough game, man. That's a tough game. Are you there, Cole?
I'm here.
Yeah. What's your opinion on your honest opinion on Jalen Carter? You saw him up close and personal with the Bulldogs. So, what's your opinion on him?
Yeah, Jalen Carter, he's a beast, man. He has great moments. He has a lot of great moments as a rookie. Still a learning curve. He had hit a rookie wall. He hit a rookie wall real bad. So we just got to see how he bounced back.
And my opinion on Jalen, especially this year with the roster changes that have been made for the Eagles, Jalen Carter is only going to be as good as the guy next to him. So it's a big year for Jordan Davis. I think Jalen Carter is going to be there. Is
their time to shine or bust? Simple as that.
I think Jordan Davis, this is his year to either say, yo, I'm for real, or I'm a good player, never be great. So we'll see. He's still a good player.
They got to step up and fill the shoes of Fletcher Cox and players like that. So,
yeah, a lot of leaders are starting to lead that team.
So we're gonna find out if they're that guy or not. And knowing the Eagles, they're not. I'll give the Eagles that. If the player doesn't perform, they can get rid of him quick.
No, I'd rather not have Mozzie, Bobby. I'll tell you right now. After him trying to get Spike the ball, convince the kid is climb for greatness. Yeah, I like Jalen Carter. Like I said, if anybody watched me from the draft last year in Kansas City, he was my number 1 prospect period in the draft. He dropped because of the racing incident, a little bit of immaturity, but you haven't heard word one about that. So again, I think, look, when we look at immaturity, I think we got to turn back to the Cowboys and a guy like Sam Williams. Big year for Sam Williams for the Cowboys. Sam Williams, I don't know if Eagle fans.
I don't think Sam Williams is going to start. I think Nealon's going to take that position.
It's a big year for Sam Williams. He either needs to have a big impact because he has everything you want. He is big. He is strong. He's
just
fast.
a hothead.
He's fast, but I hate to say it, but he's not a very smart player.
He's a hothead.
And he's a hothead. He gets undisciplined at times. And I think Mike Zimmer is not the type of guy you want to do that because he will embarrass you in a heartbeat.
And I'll tell you this about Mike Zimmer. He's not the type of play in preseason. He's going to make those players go out there and play. He's not going to let them play 2 plays and sit them. He wants to see what they got. I will say that.
Yep. He's going to push them too.
He's going to push them. He's going to say, just because this is preseason don't mean y'all can just go out there and run around you. He wants to see what they got. I'll say that about Zimmer.
Brad Harris. Thanks, buddy. Brian, please give me your patience to deal with these clueless trolls. Brad, I just realized it's not life and death. You know what's life and death? My friend Randy Stites that's laying in a hospital right now. That's life and death. So let's see, 97. That's 117. Okay, we're moving right along.
Everybody's saying Mozzie Smith is bad, but Mozzie didn't really play much last year.
Let's not compare Mozzie.
He was a rookie, man.
Let's not.
He was a rookie,
Mozzie
and
Smith.
He didn't play. He played behind Hankins.
But let's not compare Mozzie Smith with Jalen Carter or Jordan Davis.
I'm not saying he's good, but I'm not saying he's bad either.
Again,
we don't
Mozzie
know.
Smith was drafted a pick ahead of Nolan Smith. And Nolan Smith is ass too. He was a bottom of the first round guy. Why are we trying to compare a top 10, 2 top 10? Well, I think Jordan Davis is right out of the top 10, but you gave up multiple picks. Mozzie, yeah, we want him to be successful, but it's a bottom of the first round type of guy. It's apples and oranges.
Yeah.
So,
the only hype is because he was picked in the first round. Which I don't, I didn't like.
Yeah, it was a mistake. I'll tell you that.
I didn't like, but yeah, I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is. But anyway, Hamid, why you compare Prescott to Hurts? I never compare Prescott to Hurts. You do, Hamid.
Right. They're better than Hurts.
I never.
Until Hurts.
I always say Hurts is a good quarterback.
Right. I mean, come on now.
I like Jalen Hurts. You can't
like
say
too,
you like
come on.
Dak. That's the part. You guys need to look in the mirror. Linda will tell you Dak's a hell of a quarterback. Is he better than Hurts? Who knows? I don't know. The numbers to say
fluently. Yeah. Okay, let's just say this: fluent. If the list was fluent in 2022 when they went to the Super Bowl, Hurts had a better year. We all agree to that. He made it to the Super Bowl.
I wanted Nolan Smith, Drew.
Yeah. Next year, Dak had a better year.
I was wrong on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drew, last year at the draft, not this year, but last year, when Dallas was on the clock, I'm like, Joey Porter Jr., He ended up dropping to the second round. Now he's playing, and now he's a good ball player. I said, now, I don't know scheme fits. I'm like, give me Nolan Smith. We took Mozzie. Eagles of course, took Nolan. But as of now, he hasn't done much. So we'll see. But here's the deal, Drew. I'm not going to shit on Nolan and say he's a bust. Okay, it's not fair.
Better coaching.
It's not fair to say he's a bust. Just like it's not fair to say Mozzie's a bust, because just remember, Mozzie hurt his shoulder midway through the year and had a extensive shoulder surgery. Extensive, so much so that he has a 4 to 6 month recovery. So I think Nolan deserves a little breathing room as well as Mozzie. They're basically the same player, drafted 2 spots, from each other. So Glimmerman, geez, you need to see Hurts when he's not running all the time. Has to stay in the pocket. That's big year for Glimmer Man. It is a big year. They don't want to admit it, and I'm not crapping on it, but it's a big year for Jalen Hurts. Now his contract, he ain't going nowhere. Drew's right. He ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
You
Hurts
can't
ain't no
go
problem
nowhere.
for him.
Jalen has a history of bad games in spotlight. Mark Booth, shout out to you, brother. Again, we know this. Now I sat here, I was live streaming with Mark, and I saw Jalen play an unbelievable Super Bowl. So again, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to people. Jalen had a hell of a game on a hell of a team that they should have won, but they didn't. So all for naught. Sorry. All for naught.
Yep.
So much so, Mark Booth, that he ended up leaving his Alabama, right? And he ended up going to where? Where did Jalen finish up?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, right? Yeah.
Yep. Hey, I'll probably have to jump off here at 9 game, but I'll stay on here for 3 more minutes.
All right, man. Thanks for stopping by, man.
But I know Prime was down, so I wanted to jump in.
Your wife says, she's like, yeah, I want to get some. Hurry up. Get off.
Nah, we did.
Linda
But no, I think I mean it's going to depend, man. I mean, on what kind of impact Mike Zimmer has on these players, because a lot of these guys are spoiled by Dan Quinn, and it's going to be a new coach. So we all see how they responded to Mike. Now, that's the only thing that fears me is I don't want it to be another year
What's
where
up,
they
Mark Holmes?
come out and be like Jalen Smith and say, "Oh, this defense is too complex." Because Zimmer, I think Zimmer's going to test them. Someone might like it, someone might not.
Yeah, from what I'm getting from some of the defensive players, they respect Mike Zimmer's philosophy. They know, they respect Dan Quinn, but they know what happened. They know how things were.
Yeah,
they try to, they know. I mean, anybody with eyes, if you see the tape from that playoff game versus how things been going. Yeah, we didn't have linebackers, but they knew that he was getting got. So
I agree.
Zimmer's, and Zimmer's going to be on the sideline. He's not going to be in that booth. He's going to be holding these guys accountable. If they coming out there playing soft, he's going to correct them. If they not doing their job, he's going to address it. And that's what we need. Dan Quinn, I like Dan Quinn. I'm not going to take nothing from him, but he did become buddy, beer and nachos type of guy with his defensive players. And sometimes you want to hate your coach.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to feel.
You
your
think
coach.
players like Jimmy Johnson, they were scared of him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They were scared of him. Michael Irvin came out and said he was scared of Jimmy Johnson.
And listen, you don't have to look any further than Deion Sanders when Mike Zimmer would lay into Deion. Deion and Mike did not get along on the field. It was only later when Deion realized that Mike Zimmer was only doing what was best and wanted the best for his player. Now Deion and Mike Zimmer are like best friends. Deion always brings Mike out to Colorado. He brought him, every step of the way he has him talk. They're like best of friends. So that's all you need to know. 67-year-old Mike Zimmer and Deion Sanders are tight. If he can deal with Deion, he could deal with anybody. So,
right.
LMAO, I will tell you now, Quinn will fall and he's gone in 2 years. Glimmer, man, they have a rookie quarterback. I really think they're going to go as far as that rookie quarterback takes them. So,
well, I'm going to jump off here, y'all.
All right, brother. Thank you for coming by.
Let me know if you need me to jump
on. Tomorrow I do the Zoom call, like 4 o'clock. Okay. So, hop on. All right?
Okay, cool. All right. Talk to you later.
Later. Bye. Boy, am I late to the party. What's up, Mark Holmes? How are you? What's up, my man? Here, let me put, go ahead. Speak some gospel, Coles. I want to grab your channel and throw it up in the chat.
Oh, yeah, man. It's just funny looking at these comments from these Eagle fans. They chirp the loudest, and the only thing I got to say about them, you chirping this hard on the Cowboys channel, you may fear us a little bit. It's okay. It's okay to admit your fear the Cowboys. Y'all know how we do, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool. Keep on going. And they scared of Dak Prescott. But we barely talk about Jalen Hurts. As Cowboy fans, we really don't care. But they talk about Dak all the time, man. And it's funny how they often forget what Dak does to their team, even with Hurts. Has Hurts ever won in Dallas? in AT&T Stadium?
I'm not
I
sure
think
about that. Drew, has he won? I'm not sure. I'm
no,
not
he
trying to
hasn't.
be funny.
He hasn't. He has a hard
Okay.
time winning in Dallas. It's funny. And what's your question, Drew? I don't dodge questions, man.
Yeah, ask him anything. He's the
Ask my
man.
question. Ask the question. I'll answer it for you. What do you say? I don't talk about the Eagles. I really don't care about y'all team. I don't care about it at
Well,
all.
listen, I like. This is how I roll. I like to talk about. I give respect. Up
Yeah.
until a certain point. I mean, I think they have a lot of talent on their team. I think their defense is not good. I'm not trying to be mean, but I just don't think it's a very good defense.
It's not scary, and they're
A lot
they're
of question
secondary.
marks. Their best player is Jalen Carter. I like the idea of Jordan Davis. I know Mark Holmes loved Jordan Davis. He hasn't lived up to it, people. But I love Jalen Carter. I don't like your corners. Now, your rookies I like, but again, Coles, they're,
Okay. Let me answer Drew. Okay,
yeah,
so
go
he
ahead.
said,
Get him.
would you trade Dak 9 years for Hurts 3 years? Don't lie,
Well,
Brian.
Hurt.
Brian.
Go ahead.
As Cowboy fans, what does it matter? What's the biggest thing that matters?
The only thing that matters is winning a Super Bowl.
We
People.
win the Super Bowl.
That's
So
it. That's it.
what did Hurts do in 3 years different than Dak?
Hurts has had
9
one
years?
good year, the Super Bowl year.
Yeah.
That
And they
was
went to
it.
the Super Bowl and they lost.
But I don't want to be
They
this
lost.
guy. Drew, I
Yeah.
don't want to be this guy because I like Jalen. But he's had two
Yeah, I like
subpar
Jalen too.
years and one good year. When everything came together, man, your organization had a hell of a year. Drew, you should have won a Super Bowl. You were better than the Chiefs that year. Okay?
Drew, at the end of the day, y'all didn't win.
I'm
If
not
y'all
going to
would've
blame
won
the
Super
sod
Bowl-
god, Hamid. I'm not. You guys were better than the
Right.
Chiefs. You had the lead with a minute and a half left, and your defense shit it up. Sorry, that's what happened. You were the better
Basically-
team. Does that not hurt, Drew, that
Right.
you were the better team? I got news for you, Drew. In 95, we were not the better team against Pittsburgh Steelers, but we won. You know what I mean? And like Larry Brown got the MVP for crying out loud, and it was kind of like, okay, we won, but we all knew that we were not the better team necessarily. We did not play very good in that Super Bowl. You guys should have won it. I just think you're getting a little.
Who cares about y'all going to the playoffs 3 years?
Yeah, nobody cares.
That's
Nobody cares.
nobody gets a trophy for that.
We've been in the playoffs a lot. We just can't
Drew,
win.
we don't care if you don't win the Super Bowl. We don't care about no NFC Championship game victories or what. Who cares? We don't even hold those trophies. See, y'all hang a banner of conference championships. We don't care about that.
Bang, bang.
Come
Hamid,
on,
what you
man.
gonna do about that, Hamid?
It's Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl or bust. We don't care about all that other stuff. You can have that. If you don't win the Super Bowl, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Point blank. I don't care.
I hear you, man. I hear
But
you.
that gets a trophy here. Dude, we was happy that he won Man of the Year. That's like one of the best accomplishments in the NFL honors. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Real quick, we're up to 117, so we got one drawing. We got one drawing. If we can get to 150, we'll have another drawing. So we're
guys.
30. We're 33 away from another drawing. Again, if you guys want a hat, don't forget Game Time Brian at Gmail. I got the Kelly Green Eagle hats for you. Hit me up, but I got Cole's Cowboys channel up at the top.
Appreciate
I would
it.
love everybody to please sub up to him. Please, you would do me a solid. Everybody that's
Appreciate
in here, even Drew. I love my guy. He's local. Hamid, I love you, bro. It's all in fun. But at the end of the day, this is what we do. It's content. We love talking about our Cowboys. I enjoy talking to my Eagles friends. I got family. And like my sister's married to a diehard Eagle fan. It's all in the family. I know, Coles, but I live in the area. So
Yeah,
I was
hey,
happy
yeah,
for
I
them to
agree.
win a Super Bowl, like with Nick Yeah, Nick Foles. I think sometimes the Eagle fans think they won it with Jalen. It's like, no, that was a
They
different
give Jalen
quarterback.
more respect than Nick Foles. Hey, but this
Nick
is funny.
Foles was ice cold that year.
Exactly. He got hot at the right time. But see, this is the thing. This is how funny. Now they're trying to dodge things out and talk and bring up the Man of the Year trophy. I never brought up
What's up, JJ?
I never brought up the Man of the Year trophy. Now they want to be like, oh, you think Man of the Year trophy is a football?
Thanks, Twist.
I'm like, I never brought it up. Y'all brought it up. I'm just saying, shoot, he got to accomplish. That's the best accomplishment in the NFL honors. That's why they ended with the Man of the Year.
Drew, they want to know how old you are, bro.
I'm old enough. You don't need to know my age. I'm old.
He ain't this old.
I got kids. Yeah.
Let's put it this way. He got kids that he can change diapers. I got kids that are driving.
Let me tell you, Drew.
Thanks,
I'm old enough to literally witness back-to-back 3 Super Bowls. I seen them all, and yes, I was old enough to understand the game.
Big boy. You probably played O-line, didn't you?
You know, Drew asks this question all the time. I be seeing him in my guy Big Game James channel, asking Big Game James how old he is too. Big Game James old enough to be almost old enough to be my dad.
Hey, Drew. Drew, I know this probably gives it away. You probably know how old I am, but I'm 52, bro.
I'm not under 30, that's for sure.
But I got a baby face, don't I? Come on now.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I think so. I bet you under 30.
I'm way over 30. But
you was 7, Coles Cowboy. Come on, Hamid. Come on now. Come on, be nice. No, Brad Harris, Brian, you love these trolls? Come on.
I was older than 7.
Yeah, of course I do, Brad. They're spending my Saturday night with me, man. Come on.
I was about what? I was 7.
I'll break bread with you though, Brad.
I was 7 in 92. Let's go from there. But anyway.
You do the math. Linda, we won't spend the money. 95, I was 10. Okay, so we can add that he was born in 85, so I'm 14 years older than Twiz. All right, there we go. Got him. What's up? I have watched a few videos of Cole.
Appreciate it, JJ.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
He speaks the truth. You know, he likes, I give him a lot of credit. He likes messing around with Lord Brunson.
Yeah.
Lord Brunson Legos. Dude, Drew, those Legos I thought they were going to be the death of me back in the day, man. If I can never fail in the middle of the night, you stepping on a Lego. Nah, hell nah.
Those not allowed in my house. Because if I step on them things, I'm going crazy. But yeah, it's funny.
What's up, Regina? Where you been, Regina? Sister from another mother. You're just coming in at the end. We're about ready to wrap it up. Queen Brunson, right, Twiz? Lord Brunson and Coles are tight.
I'm cool with it.
I mean, I don't know. Me and him got into it, but it was all in fun. Again, Brad.
Yeah, it's all fun.
Brad, I look at it this way, Brad. They are choosing to spend their Saturday night, to talking to me. I appreciate it. Whether we disagree, that's what makes it fun. That's the thing. I don't want to be with a bunch of people. Now, if you're calling me names, then all right, then I get it. There's no reason for that. But, I think we all we take things too serious. Took another trip. Must be nice, Regina. Coles was eating peanut butter and jelly watching those Super Bowls.
No, I wasn't eating peanut butter and jelly.
PB&J with the crust cut off. He was eating those crustables.
I was eating my McDonald's Happy Meals. How about that?
Hey, Tina, you want to come over here and draw don't roll your eyes. There's no reason to roll your eyes.
Who channel you blocked on, Twiz? You're not blocked on mine.
Yeah, I don't think so.
If you are, I mean, I could check. I don't
really mix them up.
I've been slipping on my content. I need to do more lives.
Well, that's the thing, man. I've been doing so much. I need to do some I want to start doing some round tables with other a Giant. I mean, I can get.
I know some Giant fans. I know some.
I can get the Pizzle, but I would want to get.
Yeah, I got other Giant fans.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to for me to get them on, I got to get them ahead of time, and because they be working and stuff. Let me see. Twitter said I got them blocked. I don't remember. Let me see.
Oh, Arturo Gomez. Arturo, you are the winner, my man. So Arturo Gomez, I don't see him in here. So Arturo Gomez.
No, I don't got you blocked, Twiz. I just haven't been posting nothing. So. I haven't posted most stuff. Yeah, but you're not blocked, man.
Yeah, Twiz is good people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Let's see. I always see him on. I see him everywhere.
He said he was blocked on Brunson's.
Oh.
Man, what you do to Brunson, man? You must have said something that made him mad.
Here's the deal. Just to let everybody know, that was 75, so 25, 35. Let's see, 25, 35. 42. So, yeah. We're 33 away, so we're sitting at 42. Booing him for being a good, humble, a human being says something. Wait. Linda,
he probably made a mistake and blocked you. You know, that does happen.
Yeah, well, this is what happens too, man. I've noticed I got to go in there more often because sometimes people will block. Sometimes it'll allow people to block them. I know I won't block, but
come on, mods.
Yeah, and I have a lot of mods, and I know that scared off Ultra Cowboy.
Drew, I did answer your question, and you said I was capping.
Hey, Elena, what's up? How are you?
What question you talking about? Because I answered that question already. You said I was capping. I said yes. It doesn't matter. I'll still stick with that because y'all haven't won a Super Bowl.
Drew, you
come on now.
I would just say this. What do you care what we think? We love Dak. I mean, know, I'm a little more realistic than some, Drew. I will take some younger talent. I will take, like Mark asked me last night. I'll take Trevor Lawrence right now over Dak. Not because I don't like Dak, because Trevor Lawrence is younger. I'll take Josh Allen. Why? He's younger. He's won 4 divisions in a row. Again, playoff success is, I would say this, Drew, what the Eagles have done in the playoffs is not normal. You guys have done a wonderful job winning playoff games. Now, the ultimate prize, you've done it once, and that's cool, man. I'm not going to hear the crap on your Super Bowl win. That was great. But we are judged, our franchise, it's been 29 years, but we are judged by Super Bowls.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad when Mark
Cowboys are judged completely different ways. Say, for example, y'all had a 10-1 lead. If we would have did what y'all did, we really would have been
exactly David Cowboy.
They would have been.
Yeah, but you only won one, Drew. That's the thing. I understand.
They don't even talk about y'all choke job in the media. They would have brought it up every single day. That we had a glimpse of, a grass on the conference.
You just brought up something, a Coles that, if I think about it, I'm not asking them, I'm asking you. What would Jalen Hurts do in the Dallas media market with the pressure, the weight of the world? Let's say Jalen Hurts. Let's just say we could snap our fingers and Jalen's the quarterback of this team. 29 years of only, handful, maybe a couple playoff wins.
Let me tell you.
I don't know that he can handle that pressure. That's the one thing Dak...
Yeah,
we hear a lot of he had deer in the headlights. I think it was everything. It was embarrassingly bad, starting with defense and ending with offense. But I think, to have Jalen play in Dallas would be rough on Jalen. I don't think he can handle it.
Let's bring back what they want to forget, Brian, as far as Jalen Hurts, especially with his leadership.
That's a question mark right now.
Yes, they still question his leadership. He got quiet whenever things went south. He wasn't really talking to the media. Whenever they played that game in Seattle, he was terrible. He got outplayed by what's his name? What's that dude's name?
What, the quarterback?
Drew Lock.
Drew Lock, yeah.
Drew Lock showed up. Drew Lock. And that was a game that was clearly on Hurts. They want to make.
I don't know, Elena. I don't know about that.
They want to talk about
It's
his
close.
injury. Let me say, if you're injured, why you playing the game? I get you want to be a leader, but you ain't helping the team if you're injured, right? You're only hurting the team. So, yeah, if Hurts would have been a Cowboy, we hard on our quarterbacks.
David Cowboy, they got smoked by Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Green Bay would have rolled their
bring
ass.
up that whole thing about the 7th seed. They want to talk about that 7th seed. It sounds funny. Yeah, we lost. We the only team in history to lose to a 7th seed.
There we are.
Green Bay
did something
hot.
Special.
Green Bay is hot. When you in the playoffs, it's 0-0. It's 0-0. It don't matter what it is, man. You playing the team that made it. Anything goes.
Well, what happened was
that
second game we got our
y'all
ass
still lost
kicked.
to Baker
Second
Mayfield.
half, we just got our ass
the game.
totally kicked.
They was beating y'all.
We
Y'all
couldn't
had better
do
talent than those
poo
guys.
offensively.
And they beat
We
y'all
couldn't
to
make a
sleep.
first down. We couldn't run the ball.
Yeah.
We didn't try to run
y'all
the
want
ball.
to talk about
we couldn't complete a pass. We
A.J.
sucked.
Brown,
The second
wide
half we
receiver
sucked.
one.
We couldn't stop the run. Every time they got the ball, they went down and got points.
What was
we got our ass
Devontae
totally
Smith?
kicked in the second half. That's what it boiled
What he
down
do?
to. It was a
He ain't do
horse
nothing for y'all in that
performance
playoff
in the
game.
second half.
So that means he
totally
is a
embarrassed and
wide
totally
receiver
ashamed.
too, because he couldn't come up in the clutch moment.
Arturo Gomez, you won, brother. I picked your name out of the. My wife picked your name out. You got to pick a prize, bro.
Drew,
let me know what you want.
Y'all should have run out a lot of quarterbacks in y'all day. Y'all only won one Super Bowl in y'all whole existence as a team. Y'all 1-3 in the Super Bowl. 1-3. Come on, man. You can say all you want. You gotta look yourself in the mirror, brother. And this is just me being real. You gotta look yourself in the mirror. Stop worrying about what's going on in Dallas and worry about what's going on in Philadelphia. What y'all gonna do to get 2 Super Bowls? Finally, we've been waiting over a half a century for y'all to get at least 2, and y'all still ain't got it. I mean, come on, what are we doing here? Just look at y'all own team for once. I'm not worried about y'all. Come on now. Go on down to an Eagle. I'm just saying, now stay over here and give my guy Brian them views, man. But go on over here and talk to your little Eagle friends, content creators, and figure out a plan on what y'all gonna do to get to. That ain't hard. We got 5. Why is it so hard for y'all to get to?
Well, I guess he said that, didn't he?
I mean, what are we doing, Brian?
I don't know. How many do we have? Let me see. I think I have a picture of it here. I have it somewhere. I got the 5 rings. There we go. 1971, 1970. Now, I was alive. I was alive there. We won 24-3 against the Dolphins, and then let's see, 1977, Denver Broncos against Craig Morton, 22-10. Then the dynasty started. The team of the '90s, right there. Dallas Cowboys, 1992, 52-17. Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, and then we backed it up by a 30-13 drubbing of those same Buffalo Bills. Then we got lucky, but we won Super Bowl 30, 95, 27-17, thanks to Neil O'Donnell. Yep. So, thank you. Those are the 5, man.
But
those are the 5.
Then they want to talk about the glory days. It's good to at least have glory days. What y'all always doing?
Listen, I would love to be.
Their glory days was 2017.
I would love to have, and that's great, man, and that's good for them.
I'm happy for them.
Don't shit on dynasty teams, because we are don't do that. That's unbecoming.
I mean, they act like they wish they act like they don't wish they had 5 Super Bowls. And let me tell you, they be like, no, because it was so long ago. What y'all been trying to get? Y'all years as a fan. That's the goal. Every year as a fan is you want to get a Super Bowl. So don't talk about y'all don't care about those old rings. It's the fact that we got them and y'all want them.
I'm sorry, Drew.
Every year y'all want more rings.
Were any of your kids alive? No, none of my kids were alive. I was alive. It is the History Channel, Bobby, yes. But still history. We
have history.
We can't turn away from our history. No, my oldest is 25, or he'll be 25. So it's close. It's close. So Dixon Edwards caused a pick. Mark Booth, what's up, my man? My hair still had color in it back then. Hey, that's all we got, man. That's all we got. Yes, the Super Bowl you have never experienced. I've experienced. What are you talking about? I'm
just
52 years old, Drew. I'm on now.
No, he's trying to talk about me. I experienced 3, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It doesn't matter.
You know,
this is my thing, though. What do
this
you
will
really
be a forever
care?
conversation.
I know. What do you guys? You guys really hate the fact? I mean, it's like I look back. I mean, you know, with these certain things the Eagles did back in the day, like Randall Cunningham. I mean, Buddy Ryan. Eagles fans loved Buddy, but he was a horrible playoff coach. Horrible X's and O's coach.
He caused some of their losses.
Oh man, I mean, ask Seth Joyner about a Buddy Ryan. He will give you an earful because I know. So again, you know, I love Randall Cunningham. I did. I thought Randall was the man. I loved, you know, just my youth, man. I remember. You know, I was at those games. People forget. I was on the losing end of those games. You know, those defenses with Clyde Simmons, Reggie White, Jerome Brown. It just goes on and on. Andre Waters. It was crazy that you guys didn't win. So, it is what it is, man. Coaching matters. So, we'll see. I don't think Sirianni's going to get you a Super Bowl. I think you had your shot a couple of years ago. I think Dracula has to leave in order for you guys to get over the top. I just do. I'm not saying you can't, but I don't think it'll be with Dracula. So.
What does he do?
Dirty waters, David Cowboy. You got it, brother.
What does he do as a coach? Cheerleader?
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Ward family, hello, game time and Bell. How is everybody doing today? Please praise all of our fallen soldiers. Yes, there's a reason why. Happy Memorial Day on Monday. I will be streaming tomorrow if you guys want to hang out for the Zoom call at around 3:30, 4 o'clock. I will have everybody. What happened? What's Brad mad about now? What'd I do?
He said, how would Dak do in Philly with a 2-5 playoff record?
Yeah. Dak would. Well, who knows? Who cares? I mean,
he ain't the only quarterback.
You might have him next year as your quarterback. No, I'm joking. No. Much respect to the first Megatron, Harold Carmichael. Yeah, man. I can't believe Harold actually played for Cowboys. That was weird. He was a shot fighter at that point. Randall Cunningham actually played for the Cowboys. Talk about blasphemy. Rising Rhino. How's everybody doing? We're doing well, man. Thanks for stopping by. I love seeing new names. We've been going at it strong for a while now. This chat's moving pretty quick.
The Eagle fans, they feathers been.
Well, listen, it's all fun, people. Is it not? We're talking football, and it's friggin' May. You know what I mean? We'll actually have games in a few months, but this is all we got. So let's have fun with it.
We hear all this talk, Brian, and then whenever
Rising
start going south, these guys are nowhere to be found.
Well,
they know where to be found.
Listen,
now,
this reminds me of my job, Coles.
Yeah.
I still haven't heard anything after we beat them. What was it, 38-13 or 31-13?
Who you looking for?
They were like talking a lot of junk. You cowboy YouTuber, who cares? You're getting your ass beat. And we literally blew them out last year.
Nowhere to be found.
And they never said nothing. And I took the high road. I'm like, you come to me talking shit on me. And then when they lose, you didn't, I just gave him a side eye. I gave him a stink eye. I'm like, oh, what happened?
The real ones be Linda. Linda still be there. Twins.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And Elena.
Exactly.
Them the names
I don't know about Drew. Drew might say we got lucky.
Oh, Drew be hiding, man. I call glimpse of Drew. He'll be gone. Nowhere to be found.
I know, Twiz, you did, but not everybody does. Yeah, exactly, Brad. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to play the Texans.
I know Atlanta. Like he called you out. Like we know who the real ones. Like Hamid. Yeah. Like Hamid went under a rock for a month. I'm not trying to be funny. Hamid went under a rock. Yeah, and I'm like, dude.
That's what they do.
And I'm like, you can't talk the talk and then not at least listen. We got nothing. So if we beat you, at least say, yo, bro, you guys got us. Yeah, look, we'll get you next time. That's.
Then we go to their house first, though, or did they come to our house first?
I
think
forget.
they come to our house.
Yeah, I can look it up real quick.
I think they come to our house first.
Yeah, I believe they do.
They come to our house first. Okay. Well, y'all know y'all losing that game. That's I can't win.
No, man. The way everybody's thinking. Let's see here. Let's share the screen.
They can't win in Dallas. They struggle in Dallas.
All right, week 1. Oh wait, it's preseason, regular season. Green Bay in Brazil, home against Atlanta, at New Orleans.
Gonna lose against Green Bay.
All right, yeah. Well, you know what? Let's have
fun
fun
here. Yeah, they're gonna lose in Green
Bay. Yeah, Drew. If you don't win against Green Bay week 1,
Atlanta, how much dreaming? Y'all can't win in Dallas. Y'all always get
you haven't won in Dallas in
I'm
like in a few years.
I'm giving
you
y'all
don't got pickle juice to rely on anymore. All right, Atlanta. Okay, maybe that's 1-1 at New Orleans. That's a toss-up. At Tampa, well, we just saw that game in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So,
but it'll be. I'm trying to see.
Oof.
They might win in Tampa. They beat Tampa in the regular season.
At Dallas, yeah. Me and Mark are probably going to go to that game.
Philly.
November 10th in Dallas.
Okay.
That's the plan. Philly D, what's up, brother? Philly D, I got Eagles hats, bro. You hit me up. Hit me up, my man. GameTimeBrian@gmail.com. Yeah, I'm thinking about going to the November 10th game in Big D. Hang out with Dan Saleo and Mark Owens.
Tweet said that they're going to sweep us, man.
Well, it's been a while since.
That's a dream. When was the last time they ever stayed?
We almost swept you last year, Twiz. You know that.
Y'all almost lost that game.
Yeah, that was a minute away from hell for you, Twiz. So
I don't remember Brunson ever owning me, Leroy.
Lord Brunson? Oh, jeez.
Because I called Brunson a lot of bull. I always called him out. So of course, you're an Eagles fan, so y'all basically worship the guy. But
Kelly Green, Philly D.
If you want to believe that, go ahead, Leroy.
So, anyway, last time Hurts played Dak, he was on the bench, mad and wouldn't even shake hands. Regina, you remember that, right? There's Hamid, The Rock. The Rock, he's out from under the rock, man. He went under a rock after that game. That was brutal. You know what? This is what I want to do before we get out of here. I can't help myself. Let's go with the EAGLES 23 schedule. Let's see. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Week 1. Was that week 1? Wait, no. What the hell?
You looking at Philly's schedule?
Yeah, from last year. Oh, here it is. Oh, wait. I don't know.
They almost lost to the Patriots. They almost lost.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
To the Vikings. They almost lost to the who else they played? They got real lucky against the Patriots.
All right, here we go.
That team.
I was at North Jersey, right? I was at North Jersey. Me and my son went to a Cowboy-Eagle game. The Giant game in MetLife where Dallas won like 30-0 or 40-0, something crazy. Eagles, remember that? They scored late, real late to win that game, 25-20. But they got the win in New England. Then they eked one out. Remember they were losing? They eked one out against the Vikings. Okay. Then they went to Tampa. To me, Tampa.
They had a
Monday
good game
night.
against Tampa.
Yeah, that was a good game. I mean,
was a lot
Tampa
of
would have the
slip-ups.
last laugh eventually.
Yeah, they had a lot of slip-ups.
Remember this one, Commanders game at home?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, if Ron Rivera would have just ran the ball, they would have Eagles would have lost that one. But he didn't. He won overtime against the the horrendous Commanders. So you were kind of doing it with mirrors early on. Talk about easy schedule, Drew. That's my thing. Talk about easy schedule, but I didn't throw it up to you.
They had easy schedules back-to-back years.
The Rams weren't. Yeah, they were okay. I mean, they turned it on late. That was a good win. That was a good win at SoFi. Jets. Remember, I got lit up. I called for you guys to lose to the Jets, and I had somebody email me nonstop. We have never lost to the Jets in our lifetime. I'm like, I know, but
they lost then against Zach Wilson.
And I even changed my pick because of this guy. He like harassed me so much. You lost to Zach Wilson. And then you came home and had another hell of a game against the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went to FedEx and had a better game, 38-31. But again, that was a call where Ron, instead of taking the points, screwed up. And you won 38-31. This one here, you came home. We had the lead. We had it with a minute and a half left. You came back and won. That was a good win. 28-23 at home against the Cowboys. Then you had your bye week. Then you beat the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. I don't even remember that. That was a good win. Mm-hmm. Buffalo Bills, we got blowed out, but you played them at home. You won in overtime. Wow.
They beat them before they made a lot of adjustments.
Here's where it started. November 26th. You won right after Thanksgiving? Or was that Thanksgiving? Oh, no, that was after Thanksgiving because that's a Sunday. So, the game after Thanksgiving was your last game that you could feel happy about because then you went to San Fran, 42-19. Bang, bang. Ooh. God damn. Then Dallas, you went to AT&T. You got rolled up on 33-13, and it wasn't even that close. You remember? It wasn't even that close.
You locked down A.J. Brown.
Then you lost to Drew Lock. Then you beat the Giants. Sorry, Cop Pizzle. That was your lone win coming down the stretch. And then Arizona Cardinals. Ooh, I remember that one. We got blowed out, but we lost in Arizona. Oof, that was a rough one. I can't believe you lost to the Giants at 27-10. 32-9. You didn't even score a touchdown in the playoff. So all I'm doing, people, is just say all this the puffing at the chest. That's just a reminder of how shit can go. When nobody expected the Eagles to go that bad, shit happens. Everybody's expecting Dallas to be horrendous. Not Vegas. Vegas has us at 10.5 wins.
Twiz, you saying that we imploded like that's a normal, okay thing to do. Dude,
Twiz is keeping it real. He'll tell you. Drew will make an excuse, but not Twiz.
I mean, I'm just saying. Y'all lost.
Bang, bang, David Cowboy. It's flushed, right, Philly D? I know. I was just like, Drew has just been hammering us, man, about easy schedule. That was an easy schedule. And you were 10-1. And you handed us the division on a silver platter. I wish we didn't take it at this point.
Hey, now they saying Super Bowl ain't Man,
what's
please.
up, Chris May? You all right, brother? How you been, man? You keep it a buck. I hear you, man. I'm just messing. Arturo, Aaron Rodgers.
Y'all going to the Super Bowl this year, Drew?
Aaron Rodgers going to be as good, or is he going to hurt himself again? Arturo, I've seen all kinds of memes, man, where he takes a snap and his leg snaps in two. It's not funny, but it is funny, Who knows? I think that they got him going to San Fran week 1. That is crazy. That's crazy. So, but all right, everybody, we're going to roll this up here. Again, please, everybody, please sub up to Cole's Cowboys. I'll be doing a lot more with him. We're going to, doing some live streams on his channel to get him over the hours mark where he can get monetized. That's what he needs to do. He needs to have some long ass streams. I may come in and out, but yes, please, everybody sub up to him. I would really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody in here who's taken the time to hang out with me on a Saturday night. I appreciate everybody. Coles, anything else you want to say to the people? You know, I have a lot of Eagle people. I appreciate them, even though we're on opposite sides. What do you got to say? You don't have no ties. What do you want to say to them?
Hey, I hear a lot of talk this off season. We're gonna see in the regular season because I remember names and I remember what y'all posting. So don't go, because I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring up the names. I'm gonna bring up what y'all posted. Don't be hiding. I'm gonna call y'all out. But I'm looking forward to a good season, man. I'm ready for the training camp. See what we got going on. You know, see what our opposing teams got going on. So it's gonna be a good one.
Thank you so much. Brad, I'll call you tomorrow, Brad. Listen, Philly D brings up a good point. One last time, I will be on tomorrow at 3:30, 4 o'clock, so look out for that as my my channel member Zoom call. I will just say let's take a moment to appreciate all the veterans that are alive and not alive that have laid their lives and paid the price for our freedom. So I thank everybody who did that. Happy Memorial Day, people. Please stay safe, and I will see everybody tomorrow. We are 37. We are 42. We're hopefully tomorrow we can do another giveaway. So we are close to another giveaway. But Art, make sure you email me, brother. Arturo, email me what size shirt you want. I do have really nice hats, but if you want a shirt, I can give you a shirt. Give me a size, and I will talk to everybody tomorrow. Peace.